back to our channel. My name is Casey.
And I'm Anthony.
And we're Dos Cavazos, and this is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 9.
So last episode, a lot happened that at least made me speculate on some things. I kind of shared those thoughts with Casey, and she kind of agrees on a few different things. We think it's possible that the ultimate villain in all of this is possibly their father. That'd be really interesting. There's some things that kind of made me think that along the way. They mentioned how Ed was precious, or that his blood, he was a sacrifice that's important, but they obviously they're not trying to kill him yet. It also served to reason why they were going after Scar, because he was trying to kill state alchemists. So you already tried to kill Ed and Al once. Ed was able to even infuse Al's body onto the armor. We saw these other bodies that were infused onto armor as well. So I don't know, I think that could be a really interesting twist on this story if that's the way it ends up going.
Also, we had a theory that maybe these people, whoever were in this factory, and the gluttony and then the lust or whatever, the 7 deadly sins, I guess, I don't know, they might be creating philosopher's stones or using them or finding a way to make them.
Yeah.
We were just thinking maybe that's their purpose. I feel like the philosopher's stone is coming back into play more so because it's a very powerful tool, and yeah, it just makes you wonder, why do they want Ed as a sacrifice? What is it? Does it have to do with what he saw in the void?
Yeah. We also kind of thought that it's also possible that maybe the reason why it's not a solid stone that just doesn't stay permanent and that it kind of fades away is because they maybe need that ultimate sacrifice. And what if Ed is that ultimate sacrifice to be able to make it? But that's kind of the thing, is why would it be him? So I haven't really connected those dots yet. I thought I was throwing out some Thanos Soul Stone type of ideas in the last one. If it is the father, maybe it has to be someone that he loved. We kind of thought maybe it might be bring back the mother, but then we also said okay, well, if he's willing to kill his son, did he love his wife enough to bring her back type of thing? Who knows? Another big thing that happened in the last episode was now I feel Al's going to be in his head thanks to Barry the Butcher. We're kind of a little bit in our heads right now, questioning what's going on here. We saw the flashback scenes of Ed and Al, but what if it's not? What if it's just oh, this is the memories that were implanted in his head, kind of like what Barry the Butcher said. And I also said, going back to if it's the father, what if he made him to kind of be there for him because maybe he didn't have the great of a childhood, maybe his dad wasn't there, so he wanted a brother, somebody to relate to and talk to.
I think he's really the brother.
I hope so.
I think he was just getting in his head. I mean, he's a kid, so he's gonna not think rationally like an adult would necessarily. I mean, that would be a major twist if that's the truth.
Also, the person who was putting those thoughts in his head was a mass murderer, so I mean, not probably the best reliable source of information.
Alright, well, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos.
Also, head over to our Patreon where we have full-length reactions as well as other exclusive content. If you want to watch our full-length reaction to the next few episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, they're over there. The link's down in the description below.
Alright, let's go ahead and get into it.
What happened with the 5th laboratory?
Well,
Somebody
up
blew up the building and there's nothing left of it now but rubble.
Damn it! You mean they wiped out everything?
Full Metal Alchemist, sir! We do apologize in advance for this!
Are they gonna slap him? Oh, slap some sense into you. He's gonna get so mad.
You acted like a selfish child. You only escaped with your life because you were lucky.
That's all. Please forgive our abusive words and conduct, sir. It will not happen again.
No, you're right. I should be apologizing.
Aw, that worked.
You don't have to talk to me like I'm a high-ranking officer.
Really? Oh.
I guess we were scared of the brat for nothing.
Just don't call him little.
Yeah.
Fonz got his own lecture earlier, but I was the one who did the
Okay.
I hate to ask you, but
from her.
do you think you could make a service call out to Central for me?
A service call?
Yeah, my arm's messed up again. I can move the fingers, but that's about it. I can't lift the arm at all.
Bolt.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Huh?
Nothing, just talking to myself.
She's not admitting that she's the reason why.
I was in a really rough fight.
You did it again, moron!
was that your girlfriend?
I still ship them. Oh.
Wonder is he just gonna keep it inside or is he actually gonna bring it up?
Poor little baby. Poor little metal baby. What's that? What? That's a little robot?
Oh, it's a kid. Like just playing with a toy.
A child. Is that?
Oh.
Aw. Aw. He's like, what if I'm not a kid?
Ed said to look near the west exit. There'd be someone familiar there who would recognize right away.
Armstrong definitely sticks out like a sore thumb.
I won't charge you for this. I didn't do a good enough job on your auto mail last time.
Or does she feel
Now
guilty?
you're badly injured.
It's not your fault. You can't blame yourself for this. I broke it because I was being reckless. It's all my fault.
He has no
She gonna say it?
idea. He never noticed that I forgot to put in that screw.
Well then, let's go ahead and get right down to business, shall we? I'll have to charge you the usual rush order fee, of course.
Okay.
You didn't drink
He's
your
not drinking
milk.
his milk. He's not drinking his milk.
I hate it.
Small and stunted
He hates
forever,
milk.
you keep using that excuse! Shut up!
He took his shirt off again. I feel like you just need to ask him, and like whatever the expression he gives on his face, you can go off of, you know? Because I feel like if he did do that and he called him out on it, it would be like slightly noticeable. I feel like he'd catch him off guard in a sense.
But also, all the people you like knew you as a kid
Like
before.
Winry, yeah.
Yeah. So.
So you'd have to convince her and everyone else to lie to you.
Maze Hughes, I'm pleased to meet you, young lady.
You too, I'm Winry Rockbell.
Nice to see you.
He wants
Hughes.
everyone to get
Don't you
married.
I have to go and see if I can find some place to stay tonight.
Come on, no need for that. Why don't you spend the night at my place?
Really?
Yes, of course.
Who are you? Like,
Oh, I've got it. Let's
Drag me?
Weird.
oh, it's a big family.
Oh. Okay, a little less weird then.
How old are you now, Alicia?
I'm 2.
No,
Aw.
her little fingers.
Oh, I love
You know these boys, Winry. It's possible they thought you'd understand without them saying anything.
But there are some things that I actually need to be told.
Just what am I gonna do with you? In general, men prefer to let their actions speak instead of words. When they're in pain, they don't want to burden anyone with it. That's how they are. I know that you'll be there for them. Isn't that enough?
It's like, I'm just gonna give you life lessons. Even though I just met you.
Hey, you get away from her. Alicia wants to play with me, not
Oh.
you.
No!
She's quite the heartbreaker already, isn't she?
She picked me. Come on, Alicia. Go away.
No, I didn't-
Get away from my daughter. Look. Pull out the Glock. Oh my gosh.
You're more than welcome to stay with us for as long as you're in town.
I don't want to put you out more than I have already.
Oh.
Alicia's
She likes
gotten
her.
very attached to you.
Sissy, be safe, okay?
Aw, that's sweet.
So we meet again, you little bastard.
The milk.
Gonna drink you.
He doesn't like milk.
I wish I was like you, Al. You've got such a big body now.
That struck a nerve.
This body, brother.
Oh.
Sorry. You're right. I'll get you back into your real body. You'll see, Al.
That's what you always say, but you don't know that for sure.
Look, I promise I'm gonna get you back.
Oh. What an awkward time to walk
I
in.
know.
How am I supposed to believe anything when I'm stuck in this body? What should I believe in? My memories?
Aw.
Memories are just scraps of information that can be made up as easily as anything else.
Oh,
It's coming
here it
out.
goes.
Maybe you wanted to say that my soul and my memories are really artificial constructions you created. Winry and Granny, you've been lying to me
Oh, so
all
he
along,
does think
haven't
that
you?
it was all a lie.
So are you finished? Or is there more you wanted
Oh.
to say?
Is he leaving or is he
What?
closing the door?
Go.
I guess he's walking out.
Ed,
What the heck?
I don't know where this can go yet.
where did that come from?
Oh.
Winry, you idiot! You have no idea how Ed feels. Do you know what he was so afraid to talk to you about? He wants to know if you blame him for what happened to your body, Al.
Oh no.
Al isn't the type type of boy who would resent you for this. Just ask him and I'm sure you'll see.
Oh, so he's...
Yeah,
oh,
it's just
no.
horrible,
No, it sounded like he did.
Who would ever do something like that? Who would be prepared to risk his own life to create a fake brother? Go get your brother. Start running.
Poor baby.
This is so weird because he's like so big.
I know, but he's just like a kid. Aw.
You know something, Al? We haven't had a good fight in a while. I'm starting to get
Ugh.
flabby.
Are they gonna fight it out?
Hey!
I think this is just their thing, though.
Yeah, and they're like, we fight, and then we get over it, and then that's it. Did he let him
It wasn't
win?
a fair fight, brother.
Don't give me that. A win is a win, and you know it, Al.
Aww.
We've always
got
fought
over
like
it.
this.
Mhm.
Ever since we were really little.
I'm glad that this was over.
Yeah.
That whole...
That would suck if
Dang.
it had to linger for like multiple
No.
episodes. It was like we're still questioning it.
We even fought over which one of us would marry Winry someday.
What? I don't remember that one.
I won the fight, but she shut me down.
Huh.
Oh.
We're gonna keep pushing forward. We'll make ourselves stronger, faster, and better until we get our bodies back.
And the milk?
Milk?
Milk!
Fine, I'll drink a little, brother.
So funny. He doesn't like milk.
Mr. Hughes, maybe you don't have to hear something out loud, but it sure is helpful sometimes.
Where the hell are we now? Oh, Scar.
Brother. Master.
He didn't have a scar yet.
Oh, this is when he came
Oh,
back.
this is when it happened.
You don't look
All right,
like
right
an
after.
Ishvalan. Who are you?
I'm a state alchemist sent here by the military. I've been sent to exterminate this sector.
Is that the prisoner one?
Hey, you're awake.
Where's he at now?
What?
Why, I'm a man of Ishvala, just as you are, son.
Oh, he escaped.
Are there other Ishvalan survivors?
Yes, indeed there are. A rundown slum such as this may bear no resemblance to our ancestral home. But you know what they say. The world is God's bosom. Our great loving God Ishvala.
We found you floating in the sewers. You were hurt bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is right after that.
Your tattoo. It's really amazing.
A precious gift from my family.
So definitely a little bit of a cool down episode from the last episode. We got the assurance that Al was alive and
Yeah.
was a kid at one point in time. So
And he got the assurance.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, but I'm glad it didn't linger for multiple episodes. I was kind of mentioning it to Casey during the episode that like if we had to question this for like 5, 6, maybe to the end of the season, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like that would just be lingering so much when there's still so much other stuff to explore.
yeah, like let's just move past it.
Yeah.
You're a real boy, and let's move on.
We also got some more hints at a possible relationship, possibly one day with Winry and Ed. Hope that does happen.
We want that to happen.
Yeah, we want that to happen
Yeah.
really bad. And we saw that Scar is alive. I wouldn't say well, but he's healing from the wounds that he had when he faced gluttony and lust. And we now know that some of his people are still alive, and
Yeah.
they're living in this slum outside of the central city. So I wonder how many people are there. Is there anybody who's a little bit more like, I guess, closer to his age, someone that could help him possibly, or not necessarily help him take down State Alchemist, but maybe better explain the situation of when they were there. Maybe they had to escape while they were getting attacked.
And like more about, I can't wait to learn more about, not like can't wait to learn about the, genocide of all the
Yeah.
Ishvalans, jeez, but like why? What in particular, like, was there something else going on that, we're gonna find out about, especially with, like the state.
So another thing I'm kind of curious about is the person that was, I guess, assigned to take out the Ishvalans and the one that Scar saw like up on that cliff. Is that person the one that's with lust and gluttony with like the spiked hair? Because I also kind of threw out the possibility, what if these people were State Alchemists at one point? They refer to people as humans, kind of insinuating that they're not. So I also kind of speculated, is this something they did to themselves? Is it something like the orchestrator of all this stuff did to them to make them that way? That could still be a possibility if that's the person.
I think that person is the prisoner we saw from episode 1.
The prisoner?
Mm-hmm. Because we still haven't seen the full
yeah.
face, I don't think yet.
Yeah.
Because they always show like half the face. So maybe that prisoner person has a relation to the other people.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. All right, well, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos.
Also, head over to our Patreon where we have full-length reactions as well as other exclusive content. If you want to watch our full-length reactions to the next several episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, they're over there right now. The link's down in the description below.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.